episode, the final episode for that installment of Game 9. This is Game 909. Welcome back to Meditusa 2. Amalgamation of 4 key concepts of Medusa, meditations, Marcus Aurelius, manifestation, and mythology. And that is the very most recent evolution of the project of slice of life and so on and so forth, as broadcast right now currently on several platforms, live right now on Twitch, also uploaded to Spotify podcasts and also to YouTube videos every Friday morning at 6 a.m. in the morning, so Friday 6 a.m. And of course I also want to mention that today's topic, this week's topic, is going to be covering what you call OneDrive, Microsoft OneDrive Suite, which is a boring topic, and then the other topic would be Medline. And I think it's going to be relatively quick. We don't really have too much to cover here. I'm pretty excited because it means we can close roughly 7-8 tab interfaces off of Firefox. But long story short, the first one, Medline, has to do with it's actually very similar to the previous episode in Game 8, right? Quote unquote Game 8, where we covered visiting a hospital several times for a CAT scan, a CT scan, an MRI, and for endocrine, cardiovascular, whatever. I'm not going to say specifically what. Nephrology, maybe. You could throw that one out as well. That has to do with your urinary tract. And just doing examination of your pancreas, of your gallbladder, of your spleen, whatever, your adrenal glands, your thymus, to see what kinds of disorders potentially may be related to the diagnostic testing criterion, should they be abnormal, of course, when taken together, and to just actively monitor the situation. So that's why Medline was up. If you see on the screen right now on the video, that's what's up. It's on the top right of the episodes on Spotify, podcasts, as well as video. But then on the left, it's on the left if you're watching this from the live stream on Twitch. But basically it says, and I'll read and I quote again, it's exactly the same thing as the last episode. Looks like there's a problem with your internet connection, and then blah 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 blah. How to diagnose and fix that. Of course, there's no real issues there. So that's Medline. That's why Medline popped up. Again, there's a little big question mark. If you click on that, it pops up, and then you can take a look at whatever symptomatology or diagnostic or prognosis has to do with a certain disorder or condition or whatever, or the testing methodology. The next one, and there's actually 2 of these tabs identical, so I don't have to switch them out. The third one, it has to do with it was OneDrive, and if I think about why that might be, so there's 7-8 tabs that have been kept open for a while. This one had to do with the fact that I was sending emails and working on my spreadsheets and working on my daily records and whatever, and journals and everything. And the Microsoft Office Suite, as you may be familiar with, whether you get a 365 as for business or for employment or for your just personal use, it does at times kick you out. And this tends to happen, I notice, whenever, for example, let's say you're trying to do some kind of, authentication on your mobile device, on your phone and whatnot, and so it'll boot you out. Now, whenever that does happen, what you can do, or just log back in, and to do that, it will pop up a new interface. Usually, I didn't realize it pops up a one that's actually outside of the external browser to a different browser. It opens a new instance altogether. So that's what that is, and it's just really basic stuff there. So today we just covered, long story short, a little bit of Office, a little bit of Office administration and authentication, and then the other one is really just a continuation of healthcare and diagnostics and treatment, as well as symptomatology and blah data. So if that brought up any particular relevant instance that came up to your mind recently, again, feel free to drop, interact, engage, just share a little bit below. And that brought up a little bit of funny meme, go for it. I should say once again, everything's really quiet. I should mention it at the very beginning, but the volume is way, way, way down low. It is one of the key concepts of mythology is it's lo-fi ASMR formatting. and then we'll have, that'll be a couple months' time in advance, we'll have more for you to share. And I think, I would think it has something to do a little bit with Reddit, but we'll see what actually shows up, because I can't really predict that far in advance. Without further ado, okay, we're signing out. By that time, it'll be into the new year, so have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Kind of corny and cheesy right now. Alright, cheers. Wow, there are viewers here still. It's a little too much. Maybe I should just leave this on right now. Hello, YouTube. It turns out. How's it going? Yeah, we just got finished done doing a recording. That's what we were doing right now. For those who drop by, there's some people here on Twitch and over here also on YouTube. Just want to say that I just finished recording an episode, so we do drop episodes in on every Friday, so you can look forward to that this Friday, 6 a.m. Leave some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't